Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study the important topic from paper 1, that is known as Al-Isra wal-Miraj. So today we are going to start our lecture after the break of many days, because I was busy over there in some domestic and personal activities over there. Okay, let's start the topic, Miraj. So in the same way, you need to start about writing the importance of this topic. One of the important event which happened in the life of the Holy Prophet peace be upon when he was in Makkah. Then you need to mention the time, which year actually this was happened over there. Okay, in the same way, you also need to write down the reference over there, because there is only one reference of the Holy Quran in this regard, that is Surah Asra. Subhanallazi, glory to the God who took his man from earth to heavens, and so on. So you need to write down that reference in detail over there. You have to write down each and every word of the reference. Okay, then come the reason why this event actually happened over there. You need to recall your memory, because that reasons are many over there. For example, the Holy Prophet started his preaching within Makkah, but he was rejected by the Makkans. He was persecuted, he was tortured over there, and they did not give him the proper response. Then he went to Taif in order to preach Islam, but the people of Taif, the chief of Taif, also did the same to him. They rejected him, they mocked at him, and in the end they threw him out of their city. Then come the boycott. Social boycott was implemented by the people of Makkah. In the same way, the death of Abu Talib and Hazrat Khatija, it was also a terrible shock for the Holy Prophet peace be upon him. So now you need to understand the condition of the Holy Prophet. Because of these all points, Holy Prophet was worried. He was very deeply depressed. He used to feel pain that no one is giving him proper response. The people of Taif, the people of Makkah, the social boycott, his consoler and protector Khatija and Abu Talib also died over there. So Holy Prophet was very worried about the situation, about the future of Islam. So in these backgrounds, because of all these reasons, Allah called him to the heavens. That journey, that is known as Al-Isra wal-Miraj. So basically, that the journey of Al-Isra wal-Miraj, the journey of going to the heaven, do have two parts, Al-Isra and Wal-Miraj. Isra means to carry something from one place to another. For example, he was taken by Jibreel Islam through Buraq from Makkah to Jerusalem. This part, that is known as Al-Isra. Then he went to the heavens, to the skies over there. That part is known as Miraj. So Miraj word is derived from Araj. In Arabic, the ladder used to call Araj. So the ladder used to help us. It used to help us to climb upwards toward the heavens. So Miraj means that Holy Prophet went on to the heavens step by step over there. So this is how you need to know the meaning of Al-Isra wal-Miraj. Now this is our time to write down the events over there. Holy Prophet, he was in Makkah. He was sleeping in the house when Hazrat Jibreel Islam came to him, and he awakened him over there, and he took him to the Jerusalem. They used a specific ride that is known as Buraq. This event is known as Al-Isra. So when he went over there, he actually offered the prayer over there. He led the all prophets over there in the mosque of Jerusalem, in mosque Aqsa over there. This also shows that actually he is the leader of all the prophets. He is the imam of all the prophets over there. When he was actually going to that place, he was also shown the place of his migration, that this place is going to be where you are going to live in future. That place was full of dates trees over there. So this is how the first part of his journey, that is known as Isra, actually completed over in Jerusalem. From Jerusalem, actually the second part of his journey started over there. From Jerusalem, he was taken to heavens, when he met different prophets in different heavens over there. For example, when he went to the first heaven, he met Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, then to Hazrat Isa, Hazrat Yahya, and Hazrat Harun and other prophets, and in the end he also met Hazrat Musa Islam, and in the end he met Hazrat Ibrahim Islam on the seventh heaven there. So he actually was welcomed by all the prophets, he was given greeting by all the prophets, and he was given congratulation that of being the last prophet of Allah Almighty. So this is how he met many of messengers over there during his journey on each and every heaven. After that, actually he was taken to heavens. He was taken to see the paradise. He visited the paradise, he saw many things over there. Then he also went to the hell as well. He saw the hell, he saw the different people who are being tortured, the people who actually, the person who Umar bin Luhi, person who brought the idols for the first time to the Makkah, to the Khana Kaaba. He also was shown his future and many other things over there. So in hell and paradise he saw the many signs of Allah Almighty. So then actually he was offered two things, milk and wine. So Holy Prophet chose the milk over there. Then Jibreel Islam said, O Prophet of God, you have chose the fitra, you have chose the nature, you have chose the true thing over there. So after that actually he went to the Sidratul Muntaha, the last point where creation can go. So he went to the Sidratul Muntaha and he passed that point all alone. Jibreel Islam actually he also could not cross that point over there, so that is why he has to remain behind that point. So he entered over there in that area. He had a conversation with Allah Almighty, and Allah actually gave him many gifts over there. For example, the last two verses of Sura Baqarah was given to him, and he was also given the namaz over there, gift of prayer over there. So this is how a holy prophet actually had a conversation with Allah Almighty. But you need to keep one thing in your mind, because whatever we are having information from the Holy Quran and from the hadith, Sahih hadith, that holy prophet never saw the Allah Almighty. Even no one can see the Allah Almighty with the worldly eyes over there. So in the same way, holy prophet did not see the Allah Almighty, but he had a conversation over there. This is what we can find out in the hadith and the Quranic verses over there. Then after receiving these revelation of prayer and revelation of Sura Baqarah, he started to came back to the heavens over there. Then he met with Hazrat Musa Islam, and he asked him, what you are given over there. So he said, I've been blessed with the 50 prayers that Muslims, my ummah, my nations, my followers has to offer 50 prayers in a day. Then Hazrat Musa told him that your ummah, your followers are not going to offer this prayer, because this is going to be create a burden for them. You need to go back, you need to ask Allah Almighty to reduce few from these prayers. You need to request Allah Almighty that reduce the number over there. When he went over there, Allah has reduced the prayer to 45. Then he came back to Musa Islam. He also said the same words. So this is how the prayer was reduced to 5. So he came back to the earth by the Jibreel Islam. So when Holy Prophet reached to the Makkah, he narrated the whole story to the Makkans. They started to make fun of him. They started to laugh at him, that how it is possible for a person to travel in a part of life from Makkah to Jerusalem and from Jerusalem to the heaven. It is impossible. Number one. And number two, they knew that actually Holy Prophet never saw the Jerusalem. So they thought that we need to conduct a test. We need to ask you something, that how Jerusalem is over there. What the structure of Jerusalem. So they started to ask him the question all the time, and he gave him the true answer. Then they got confused. They got surprised that how a person who never went to a Jerusalem can answer the questions about Jerusalem over there. So in the same way, when people of Makkah heard this one of them actually went to Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. He was outside the Meccan city when he had a meeting with Abu Bakr Siddiq, and he told him that it is possible for someone to travel to the Jerusalem in the one part of a night. He said, no, it is impossible for a person. Humanly, it is not possible. Okay, there. Then he said, that person, the people from Makkah, that your friend used to say this, that I went over there, I saw that, and I came back. And Abu Bakr Siddiq said, did he said this? He said, yes. Muhammad actually is narrating words like this, that I have seen everything. Then Abu Bakr Siddiq said, oh, if he is saying, then it is possible. So because of his approach, because of his reply, he was given the title of a Siddiq, testifier of the truth, because he, without any second thought, he told the whole story. So he was given the title of Siddiq over there, because he is the known as the testifier of the truth. So Holy Prophet was, during the journey, I have told you earlier that he was also shown the place of migration, that this place is going to be your new house in the future, the place full of dates tree, the place near to Makkah over there. So that's the events of the migration. Now you need to actually write down the end over there. After the Miraj, Holy Prophet got energy and passion and determination. With the same zeal and spirit, he started to preach to the people of not only the Makkah but the outsider who used to come over there during the days of Hajj over there. So this is how, my dear students, Miraj took place in the life of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. You need to write down everything detailed, start and consult from the both book Frkhanda, Noor Muhammad and Dr Saqib. So tomorrow inshallah we are going to discuss new topic. Until then, Allah Hafiz.